Uh, Psych. I was gonna tell you something that I was jumping the gun on. That will be the next segment. I almost blew it up. Good thing I caught myself. What's up? You know who it is. This is Tell It How It Is. No filter. Glad to have you back. What's in the cup? What's in the cup? What are we doing? What are we doing? So, this might be the best segment ever. Because I don't know how y'all really feel about my current events talks. I mean, I love my input on it. And, you know, we live in a world where shit is going on around us. So we have to comment or mention something sometimes, right? I didn't want to get the listeners and viewers twisted with why I do this, though. This is not to be like a media personnel like that. Like, I'm not on the news. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that. I just want to be a voice of reason. But no, to talk about life issues, and I don't want to limit it to whether it's amongst celebrities, rich people, the middle class, you know what I mean? I don't want to limit that. So this is just life experiences, issues, opinions, facts, all into one pot. And I don't limit anyone from these experiences. So that's what I really want you to get. Like, I really want that. When you mention this, voice of reason, when you mention Tell It How It Is, it's that. It's not like culture, vulture, or clout chasing per se. I mentioned the famous folks just in the breath because of it, you know, whatever's popping off with them as I'm gathering my notes and criteria and treatment, as they would say, using these fancy words, to sit in front of you and chat for, 40 minutes or so. But yeah, so I say that to say this segment's light, celebrity-wise. I will mention the NBA kicked off quietly in my eyes, and as it always does, right? It don't just pop off and it's amazing. We're still just settling in. I can't really call anything on how the teams are doing. I'm still hurt by the Jalen Brunson, man. I felt like Dallas should have kept him, but they say he's doing all right on the Knicks. You know what I mean? So it's all good. I didn't realize, I knew Donovan Mitchell was on Cleveland. I haven't peeped them yet. There was a shocker the other day. I was watching a game with someone. What the fuck? Oh, Blake Griffin's not on Brooklyn, but I forgot where he was. I forgot. I gotta come back. Whatever. This is how you can tell I'm doing it off the fly. Was there another individual I was shocked to see somewhere? Anyway, we're excited, all my basketball heads. It is back. We shall see what's going to happen. That's it on there. Football is still football. There's not much change since the last time I spoke to y'all, so I don't really gotta go there. Baseball-wise, I made a post yesterday, and it's factual and actual. Yankees. Damn, man. To make it to the ALCS, it is an achievement. It's progress, because I feel like in the last decade they've been limited on doing that. So yes, they handle Cleveland, but Houston is they just different, man. They're just different. They're different. And I don't know if they're going to make it. I really don't know. So, anyway, I got Houston Phillies in the finals. World Series. There's no finals. I got Houston and Philly in the World Series. Phillies is up on the Padres. So the only events I have to give you is that it's Philly, Padres, Yankees, Houston. Stay tuned for that. I swear I didn't want to say nothing. I am not giving this a lot of energy. Kanye's at it again on some show with some guy I never heard of from across seas talking crazy again. And, that's just That's just a bomb waiting to explode. Like there's no diffusing that, or you know, whatever. So let's jump in. Oh, on a personal note, a big sleep in paradise to say Reed E. Phillips, aka Shorty Black. That's it. I really don't want to give any details behind that. Just know that's a tough loss. And yeah, a moment of silence for that. Condolences to the family and her kids. You know what I mean? I'm tired of losing us. You feel me? Us. Yeah, that's that moment. Last thing from outside of just my topics is a serial killer in Cali finally caught. I didn't know much about it because that's on the other coast. I didn't know we had serial killers still. I mean, of course we do. But to actually report that, you know, people have their little side comments like, did he really catch him? I know he got a couple bodies that's consistent to make it equal up to being titled that. But I guess the cops, the precinct, and whatever district wanted to celebrate that fact to, you know, look good, of course. So yeah, that's that with that. Social media, I guess I'm not done. I don't know if this is the guy who posted this, or maybe he reposted it, or whose actual quote this is. But it's credited to Steve Martin on IG. So here's a scenario. Can we relate? If I wifed up a single mother and she calls me her man, she's gonna have to stop asking the baby father for shit. If she gotta call... Wait, I guess I wrote this wrong. She gotta call me her friend. Because it's no reason to be asking another grown man for anything if you claim you have a man. If I live in the house, everyone in it is my responsibility. Either he offers or we don't need it. That's Steve Martin. Again, that's where it came from. I don't know if he's the actual person who wrote the words. Wow. So, how do we feel about that? Shit. So, I have to dissect this both sexes. Men, if you have kids and you're no longer with the mother of those said kids, there's responsibilities that really shouldn't have to be spoken for. You should be very active, energetic, and as helpful as you can be, because maturity should display that. This is something that can't be taken back. Whether that moment was a moment and not forever, there was a moment where you and her laid and made kids. You can't go back. That's what happened. So, because that happened, now, if you have any, again, maturity, sense of responsibility, are you from my era? 80s, baby, 70s? I mean, this is responsible no matter what year. But I'm just saying, if we kept it going from when we grew up, as far as what was expected. Now, motherfuckers could expect whatever. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. But expectations were always that your kids should be better off than you were. Will that always happen? I don't even want to know the percentage. But, moral of the story, handle your fucking responsibility. Piers. Take emotions out of it. Trust me, I'm human. Trust me. I know you want to, oh man, I don't want to promote violence on here. I know there's things you may want to do to the other person when you get to thinking and you're in your own moment. Listen, leave the emotions out. Leave the feelings out. When you are one-on-one with your kids, if you want to display a little emotion, a little feelings, and show them that being a human being is life, that's your personal experience with your kid. not including other parent in any kind of negative way if preventable. Keywords, if. But, guys, handle your business. Just bottom line. There's no reason to drag this and stretch this out. Handle your business. If you do so, this guy's comment, there's no need for him to say this. Because then there would be no reason to have that experience. Because just handle your business and that's the end of that. So fellas, handle your business. As far as the fellas who's on the other side of this, the one who wipes up the single mother, keep being great. Keep doing what you're doing. And I agree. Everyone in that household is your responsibility. And that's that. That's why I wanted to give you motivation before I gave you that pressure. Because that's a lot of pressure to say. But keep being great. You got this far. Wherever you at with it right now, you're amazing, King. Keep it up. If you chose to be with this woman, I don't want to go on a rant, but I gotta say this. So, like, I hear a lot of talks. You know, there's a lot of men. You could call it selfish, but it's their personal opinion. Who are you gonna really be with today that has no kids? You can, you can make sure that if that's something that anal for you, you can do that. But I want to stop the judgment, stop the view of, oh, they got kids. And it's either way around. It doesn't have to just be the mother. But kids is fucking what the fuck are we here to do? What are we here to do? You trying to see the end of human population? Motherfuckers is going to have kids. You do what you want. That was just me. Do what you want. I'm just saying, we got to be realistic. How many people are we going to interact with that have no kids? I mean, I'm talking from a maturity standpoint of over 30 plus. If you want to 20 it, fine. And, you know, I'm hearing that, you know, older guys want younger chicks. Do your thing. But they have kids too. So don't think you just getting a bailout. But life is life. You meet somebody, it just is what it is. You can kind of like pick and choose who. Yes, be selective. Yes, know what you can handle. By no mistake. What you can handle. Got it. But don't try to like throw no negativity like that's a bad thing. I don't give a fuck if my best friend or the nigga I call my brother, he could be with a chick with no kids, 6 kids, 16 kids. I don't give a fuck. If he's happy, he can handle that. Niggas can't take care of themselves. That's what it be, really. So, of course, they don't want no other responsibility outside of themselves. Or you can be selfish with your money. You can feel you work that hard, or, you know, you want a certain lifestyle. I'm not saying to not feel your way. I'm saying stop passing that energy around like every nigga's built the same. It's going to be a nigga that never had kids. It's going to be a nigga with a chick that never had kids. It's going to be a nigga that got 5 kids and this chick has none. That's life. What the fuck? That's it. I heard something, so I had to respond on that. But back to this. So let me go to the women's side. Women. Single mom. You are great. You do your thing. Real moms and go-getters got it anyway. Like, they can hold their kids down by any means necessary. That becomes their priority. That becomes their genuine love, nurture, and watcher over it. I just made that up. But they got it. So, if they got to really be a single mother and they don't have a man in their life, they will make a way. I don't know if that gives them the right to press the parent more for shit because they got shit by themselves handled, or, you know, it's principle though at the end of the day, you feel me? Like, that's what this all wraps around. It's just principle. Like, you have a responsibility. Whether it's really needed, how much is needed, or whatever, it's just principle at the end of the day. So moms, yeah, if you get a guy that is genuinely there for you, and you have kids that's not his, and he's doing all, you see it. There's nothing to describe. You see it. You see the genuine shit. You see the go-getter. Shit gonna be alright. Don't stress. That bozo you laid down with, it's over. It's alright. We all get mistakes forgiven. You laid down with a bozo. So what? Fuck it, shit happens. Yes, he owes. He should be responsible. But if he is not, and you have a solid brother in your corner, fuck that nigga shit. If he give it, he give it. If he don't, he don't. Let me touch on a sensitive joint real quick. Child support. Oh man, ain't nobody been more bitter than my bitter ass. As I sit here under the Lord's sky, round high. Whew, don't let me get to preaching. But I have a split decision. I once said on this platform, if you choose to go back to find that evidence, you're not going to catch me hypocritical. You're not going to catch me out here because I'm saying it. I did once say I'm totally against child support. I did say that. That was me getting burnt by it, feeling away, putting emotions in. Yes, we should not have child support. But you know what else we shouldn't have? Irresponsible motherfuckers. So hence, child support may be needed for some. I ain't gonna hold you. Not for everyone. Not for certain people who abuse the fact that they can do this. Because every good thing gets abused. You feel me? But I say it's needed. Some need it. Because you know what? Again, it's the principle. I don't give a fuck if I have a child and the mom's is a millionaire. Yes, we may not touch on financial topic, but there's still shit I need to do. Now, as a millionaire, my kid doesn't want for nothing, right? Like, what else? What do you need me for? You know what the fuck you need me for? Because that's my fucking kid. Fuck you mean? I gotta be there. So it's not financial always. But that was just that example. But if you have knowledge that you have a child on this earth, that's what the fuck you gotta handle. I don't understand the disconnect. They didn't owe you shit. They didn't ask to be here. You gotta hold that down. It's just, you know, animals, I give more respect to animals. Dogs and cats and shit. They take care of their fucking young. You know what a coworker showed me the other day? It wasn't relevant in that moment. Is a train station outside, I won't say where. It's an outdoor train station where right above the wiring for the lights and shit, there's a nest. There's a nest. There's a bird there. What do we call those birds in the train? Are those really birds or we call them pigeons? Might be pigeons. Birds, pigeons, blah, blah, blah. There's a pigeon in the nest that gave birth. There's two little piglets up there, pigeonlets up there. Birdettes. What do we call baby birds? Just call them baby birds? Baby birds. Yeah. Alright, so they're baby birds up there, right? So what he showed me was like so, like in that moment you won't value it. You'll be like, alright, whatever, it's birds in the fucking nest. The protection, because you see, we stood there staring for a while. Because he wanted me to really see the baby birds. I couldn't really see them. I heard the fidgeting. So the mother, you see her stick out. Like, I felt like she stuck her head out like, may we help you? Like, y'all think it's been standing there a moment. You know what I mean? And it's just like, if animals have this natural instinct to protect their young, what the fuck is our problem? You have to be an asset. You have to be in the life. Don't care how, you know, what's really needed from you personally. Take the ego, pride, and emotion out. Handle your business. So I'm going to give a kudos to Steve Martin or whoever this is. And I fucking love this statement. So, is there anyone else I have to address? Okay, I said the fathers who are on the outside that handle your business. The new man in her life, continue to do what you do. The single mother, don't sweat it. Yeah, that's all participating participants. Participating participants. So I'm off that. That was a good one. That's good. Next. This is funny. Guy gave me this quote. It is easier to be faithful. This is men's perspective. I'm not talking women. Men in perspective of the women they're with. It is easier to be faithful to a 10 or 9 than a 6 or 7. We're talking about physical attraction and looks here.
We gotta go back to nail off.
Keyword easier doesn't mean guaranteed. That was a quote given to me. So I must say I agree. It's easier, but very high sexual appetite person, aka greedy in the eyes of the opposite sex, will say that a greedy nigga is gonna be a greedy nigga. So, does this statement hold true? Women may not agree, but again, I mean, what situation you want to put yourself in though? If you know you have faithful issues, you know, that's hard for you to do. I don't see a win for you either way. But if you know you have, you gotten older, sometimes this takes age. Sometimes you get older and you start to grab a little control of it. You can vouch to an extent. You've been through enough experiences. Maybe knocked a lot out the park. And you can say, as AMS strategy, shout them out, you become purple pill. And now you just like, all right, look, I had my fun. Ain't nothing out there. Shit is headaches. Because it's headaches to keep up with the lifestyles. It's money to keep up with the lifestyle. Your story straight, sneaking, hiding. Yo, it's a lot of shit. If you act like you built like a gangster like that, then do you. But if you humble and go, you know what? I'm good. Let me just get my one little wazoo and chill the fuck out. If that's the mentality, I will further back this statement. Get you the best you can get on your attractive level, but you gotta still have some boxes to check off. And other shit factors in as well. But if we can start there and hopefully all the other boxes check, that you can say, you know what? I could deal with this. This is enough to keep my ass. Know what I mean? So, yes, I would say aim high. If attraction is a big thing for you, and everybody's capped, because we all know that that's the first thing in this whole fucking shit. You may not use that to determine who you're going to stay with, but that's how the fuck the shit gets started. So, 10 or 9, I agree. Aim high. Let's go to that 6 or 7, though. It's tricky. So, the reason a 6 or 7 can still flourish, because there's a stigma on 10s and 9s. Sorry to all the beautiful, fine women out there. Saucy and more being one. Anyway, sometimes, in some cases, it's a headache. Because beauty, that shit come with a lot. And it tests the man's security level in his own confidence, in his own being able to deal with the attention that having a 10 or 9 brings. Mm-hmm. So, if you are not built, don't do it.
Don't try.
I'm not mad at you for throwing haymakers and trying to just, if you in your just fucking stage, you just getting your fuck on, yeah, then go ahead, holler at them 10s and 9s. I don't know if you ill enough, you got status enough, you swaggy enough to just be banging out 10s and 9s. Maybe you can. So if you just banging out, sorry I'm getting raw on y'all, do your thing. But if you're in purple pill mode, you want to settle down, you gotta be built. You want a fucking McLaren or a fucking, give me some cars, a fucking Testarossa, whatever. You want them expensive cars? Let's not get extreme. You want the latest Benz. You got to be able to handle keeping up with the maintenance of a fucking latest Benz. An oil change ain't going to be $40 on a Benz, brand new one. You can't put 87 gas in a Benz, brand new one. So if you know you're not going to be able to keep up with it, why the fuck would you get it? So for 10s and 9s, you got to be built. Go back to 6s and 7s. You know, that's your lower cars. Like, you know, I ain't even going to slam because Honda Accords are good. Yeah. But that's more affordable, right? More able to deal with. That's your 6s and 7s, guys. I know that today the world is tricky. I'm going to mention an event I was just at. 6s and 7s are mixing in with the 9s and 10s. So you got a group of girls, right? I'm sorry to make that plural. Okay, so I've seen a group of girls where it might have been one potential 9 and the 5 of them are 6s and 7s. But the 6s and 7s are acting like, because I'm around a 9, I'm a 9 too. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. So fellas, I understand where this might trip you up. You may get one of those 6s or 7s that has 9s and 10s as friends and feels that the conversation and dialogue with what they expect from a man and how they move can trickle down to their ass. So I know you're going to feel like you got jerked. Like if you get a Honda, throw shots. You get a Honda Accord where the car note really supposed to be like 4, but it's like 700. You feel like you got jerked. Right. So you don't want that. So this statement really doesn't give any exit plan for any sure strategy. But I will stand behind if you're built like a me and you can and I wasn't always like that. Let's not get cocky. I wasn't from gate. You just grow, you mature, you learn things about yourself which no one takes the time to do. Fellas, what's good about you? Not what fucking people tell you. What is good about you that you see? What do you see? And that's what you use to say how good you are. Say what you can handle. Say what you built for. You know what I'm saying? So, you take that, thank you, and that's what you use as fuel. And now you can say who you want, what you want, and all that good stuff. But anyway, build yourself to that so you can go for a 10 or 9 and be able to hang. But I'm sorry if you say, nigga, my chick can't be X, Y, and Z in, the social media shit bother you. Nigga, you will have a heart attack if you saw your lady's DM. Are you fucking kidding me? You ain't fucking built, nigga. You don't want to see that. Why would you? Why would you want to see that? So, the 6 or 7s may trip you up. Then I don't really know what to tell you. You're assed out. So the perfect way to dissect this is build your confidence, build your self-improvement, build yourself. Like I said, you got to see what's good about you, what you vouch for, not what niggas or somebody else tell you. And then you can build yourself up and get you a 10 or 9 and deal with the shit. So you can try to be as faithful as you can. You know, another comment was thrown at me, men are as faithful as their options. Ouch. So, the 6 or 7 could set you up. But if you find a good 6 or 7 and you don't want to level up your self-performance, then you'll go 6 or 7 with it. I'm off that. Next. Can one woman satisfy a man sexually? That piggybacks off the last one. Do these motherfuckers give me these statements knowing which order I'm going to put them in? That's a crazy one. Wow. Who the fuck told me that one? I'll quickly just dissect that. That piggybacks off the last shit, and it depends on how sexually said man is. Again, you have to get to a maturity level where it's like, you are supposed to have done you and have had the most experiences possible under your umbrella. So yes, a 19, 20-year-old guy who's just starting to know his body and getting it in, I don't expect him to fucking think that one could. Can it happen at 20? Sure. But I don't expect a 20-year-old to agree with this shit. But when you get 40 and you probably have done you, Unless you a fucking bozo bum that never got your shit together, so you slept with one woman a decade, then of course one woman can't satisfy you. You ain't have enough experiences. But don't get that twisted, because there's some niggas that get to rock out and they just could never not want to rock out. You know how the button don't ever, like, this shit just go. Just keep going. I just want more. Till your fucking shit fall off or you fucking pass the fuck out. So I feel like you should get to a point where you think one woman can, and that will make you just humble. Like, yeah. Come on, women know. And I'm not trying to be naive here. Yes, if we lived in a kind of society or situation where it was set up where, okay, our lady's the main lady, and we're like in foreign lands across the other civilization, and, you know, women are courted and brought in, and, you know, this is Wednesday's dish. Sure, we would love to indulge, but that's not how we live over here. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit. It's just not gonna work out. Now, if you looking at me like I got 3 heads right now, just then don't settle down, son. Or keep it a stack, and whoever you trying to settle with, say, look, I'm a horny dog. I need to do me. I'm going to do me. I'll try to keep it from you, but I'm going to do me. Because we don't want the hiding and ducking. And just say you can't stop this. Do you want to fuck with me like that or not? Next. Or tell yourself, do I really want this to be the rest of my life? Chasing. That shit get tired. I'm sorry. What number satisfies you? Every man, when they start having sex, I don't know if you should do this, but I'm not even saying it's the smartest thing. I'm not saying I did it. I know when I first started, maybe I wanted me to have 60 as my total. I'm just picking a number. As long as I sleep with 60, that's a good. Nobody's going to do this. But what I'm saying is, if you know, fuck the number. If you know you've had your fun enough where you could say, now, if I want to be settled and taken seriously, it's some shit I got to let go. This is some shit I got to let go. Now, go back to the 10 or 9 from the last thing. If I got a 10 or 9, case in point, Nia Long. Nia Long was in the building, right? You would think that's enough for some. I don't know what your taste is. If I had a Nia Long, I think I would chill the fuck out. All the way. Unless there's fucking Nia Long drones in the world. Nia Long 2, Nia Long 3. But not to be a joke. So, you have this and it wasn't enough. I don't fucking know. Everybody wants to dissect shit like, well, you don't know what was going on. You don't know if she's a performer. Guys have a lot of criticism for 10s and 9s. Sorry to say. Want to expose the great-looking women out there, the beautiful women out there. There is a little reputation y'all carry that y'all don't satisfy a man sexually consistently. Not that you don't. When you do, you do. But it's not consistent enough. Do you really know how often, you know how they made medicine? And now medicine could tell you, oh, 1 pill every 4 to 6 hours. Do women need all right, man needs every 26 to 32 hours. I don't know, fellas. You just got to be that transparent with your partner and then see what goes from there. But it shouldn't be live all, die all by the nut. I understand how important a nut is. I am not against it. Nut is the best thing in the world. But it's how you do shit. Last. Looking for cheating is like picking fights in the street. You can't control what's going to happen. You can't control what people do. The conversation that I was around for this statement said that, yes, as partners, you have each other's phone password or whatever, and you have access to the phone whenever you need to. I'm talking to guys and girls because I'm wrapping up. I'm going to make this in one statement. If you choose to use that because you want to be nosy just to see what the fuck is the vibe, you are setting yourself up tremendously because you cannot control what's going to happen. The best advice I can give you came from a real street dude in the section of Brownsville in Brooklyn. You know you're being your best self. You know the confidence you have in you. You know what you do, what you bring to the table, what you provide. That's it. If that motherfucker choose to go and do X, Y, and Z, they fucking bugging the fuck out. And fine. You don't deserve this greatness then. That's all you need, men and women. Listen to me again. Let me say it in case you're slow. Dot all your I's, cross all your T's. Be the best version of you. Vouch that you are giving it your best. I'm not talking about perfection here. I'm not talking about that at all. Be the best you. It shows. You are there. It's transparent. You are the bomb. If you agree with these statements, there is no need to search or look for any fucking thing or worry about that at all. Take it out of your mental right now. There's no need to even entertain the thought, because trust in me that if you are your best self and you believe you are, you're growing every day, you're trying ways to be better, and you show it. And you being 100, that's their fucking loss if they fuck that up. And I think I'm out of here on that note. Please hold on to that to the next time. What's in the cup? Nobody guesses.